Hi everybody, I'm Frank O'Brien and welcome to Robert Francis Wine. Today, in the second of three Aldi wine tasting sessions that I'm doing, I'm reviewing an African Rock Cabernet Sauvignon Pinotage from South Africa. It's the 2008 vintage. This is possibly the cheapest bottle of wine I've ever bought, and it retails for $5.49 a bottle, which is absolutely ridiculous when you consider nearly €3 of that goes to the government in tax. So if this wine is any way good at all, I would have thought there would be a lot of people going straight down to Aldi to buy it. So like I said, it's the African Rock Cabernet Sauvignon Pinotage 2008 from Aldi. There's no real information on the back as the percentage of the blend. Pinotage is a love-or-hate grape coming from South Africa. It actually is a cross between Pinot Noir and what they call the Hermitage grape or Cinsault. Not really my favorite grape, to be perfectly honest. I've had some good Pinotages. I know some people or friends of mine who are big Pinotage fans. Doesn't always do it for me. So, little concerned, but at $5.49 I couldn't leave it behind. So, let's have a look at it. Okay, light enough colour straight out of the bottle. Yeah, kind of almost kind of Pinot Noir. Can see my fingers through it anyway, so you know, light colour, kind of a strawberry kind of purpley colour to it. And I'm already getting some aromas, but it's jam, people. This is jam, this is strawberry jam. Strawberry jam with a bit of raspberry jam. And that's a bit concerning. Some cheap jammy wines, not always great. Doesn't smell of a whole lot, but just jam. There's not much oak, or obviously not, because oak would be expensive. So yeah, not much on the nose apart from the jammy fruit. Yeah, and that's really all that comes through on the palate. This really wouldn't be my cup of tea now. It's kind of sweet stewed strawberry jam. There's perhaps the faintest touch of spice in the background, but nothing much. Now obviously at $5.49 it's not going to be multi-layered, multi-dimensional stuff, but it's even a little bit sweet. Perhaps if you know some people who aren't mad into wine, and I apologize for my facial expression during this, but it's really not my cup of tea. If you knew some people who weren't really into wine, it's kind of sweet and fruity and you know, meh. But it might be something that they would like. Really not my cup of tea. I'd have to score this wine 65 points. Really don't like it. Won't be buying it again. Really don't think you should be buying it again, or ever. If I never met this bottle of wine again, that would probably be okay. Yeah, just not my cup of tea at all, people. But remember, it is my palate. It's what I like. You know, there are probably some people out there that might like this. If you like something that's a bit sweet and jam kind of flavors, then perhaps this might be for you, but it's really not for me. And if anyone is anyway interested in wine, I would recommend that you steer clear of this. Apologies to people at Aldi, but it's just not my cup of tea. As always, Robert Francis Wine is not for sale. This is an independent wine blog, so these are my opinions on the wines that I have bought. Yeah, but 65 points, perhaps even being generous at that. So unfortunately, after a good start with the Macon Village, this would be a no, whereas the other would be a yes. So we're a 1-1. All of the wines are actually served under screw tap, which is quite interesting. And yeah, no. African Rock Cabernet Sauvignon Pinotage, not for me, I'm afraid. So on that sad note, we'll finish the episode, and we'll see you next time on Robertfranciswine.ie.